All right, so the first thing that we're going to do is in this introductory lecture is explaining the outline, the rules of the course. Of course, the course is Phys 105, which we call General Physics 1, and this semester it will be online. I have my information here. Fathallah Hamid, I have his office in building F1, and the office number is 0111. My email, the phone number in my office, and of course the session will be conducted online. Now we have many sections in the course, and there is a coordinator for the course. The coordinator is Professor Nasser Qamhiya, and he will be coordinating the efforts for the course, homeworks, quizzes, midterm and final, and so on. It's customary to start an outline with a course description, which tells you what topics this course is going to cover. The course description here reads, this course aims at developing a clear understanding of the basic concepts in physics. The course includes units, physical quantities, vectors, motion in 1 and 2 dimensions, Newton's laws of motion and their applications, work and energy, linear momentum and collisions, rotational dynamics, and conservation of angular momentum. Of course, you don't need to take any course before. This is an introductory course. And the textbook will be University Physics by Young and Friedman. It's the edition number 13. And here we have course learning outcomes, and abbreviated as C for course, L for learning, and O for outcome, and of course the S here to make it plural, so that's why we call them CLOs. And we have 4 of them. The first one is use vector algebra and dimensional analysis to obtain quantitative or qualitative solutions to basic problems in mechanics. The second, solve problems in kinematics by using equations of motion. And the third, apply correctly Newton's laws of motion. 4, analyze mechanical situations using the fundamental concepts of dynamics, conservation of energy, linear and angular momentum. So we'll try to measure these CLOs based on your performance in the course. The instruction material, of course, we're going to, you have the textbook. We're going to use PowerPoint slides, and it will be delivered by Blackboard online. Now we have some course policies when it comes to homework. Okay. I'm not going to read this, but we will going to finish 10 chapters during this course. And at the end of every chapter, we will assign you a homework to do. So in total, you will have 10 homeworks. But there is an introductory homework which will get you acquainted with the use of mastering physics. So in total, there will be 11 homeworks. Now, what we will do at the end, we're going to choose the best 9 out of these 11 homeworks. And when it comes to quizzes, after finishing each chapter, you will write a quiz, and of course the quiz will be online, and most likely it will be on Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. And the reason we put it in the evening, because we have many sections and we want all the students to write the quiz at the same time. So you will be expected to take these quizzes on Wednesdays whenever we are done with a chapter around 6:30 p.m. And since we're going to cover 10 chapters, you're going to write 10 quizzes. But what we will do is we're going to select the best 8 quizzes. So the worst 2 will be omitted. If you miss any quiz, that will be the worst quiz. Later on, I will tell you that when it comes to homework and quizzes, there will be no makeup. Whatever the reason is, there will be no makeup. So if you miss one, we will consider that as being the worst homework or the worst quiz. There are practice problems. You can always go to the textbook and choose problems to do and so on. The midterm exam will be on Tuesday, October 26, 2021, from 6 to 7 p.m. and it will be on Saturday, December 11th. The midterm will be on October 26, 2021, from 6 to 7, and it will be covering chapters 1 to 5, and the number of questions will be 20 questions. For the final will be most likely face-to-face, and it will be on Saturday, December 11th, 2021, from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. And it will consist 40 questions, and it will cover chapters 1 to 10. So it will cover the whole material. As we have here, note, that means all the quizzes will be written by Responde's lockdown browser with webcam. So you have to make sure that you have all the gear necessary for this. Now the final exam is face-to-face, but if anything changes and it will be done online, then be prepared. Students may be asked to sit for an oral exam to verify their scores. So we'll look at the videos. If we see anything that is questionable to us, then we can ask a student, and it will be a committee of 2 or 3, and the student will be examined, oral examination, to verify the grade. We want to check your knowledge. Makeup policy, as I told you, I think at the beginning when I was talking about the homework and quizzes, if a student misses any of the quizzes or the homeworks, there will be no makeup, whatever is the reason. That's it. So make sure you don't miss any, but we are allowing that you may actually have a bad day, whatever it is. That's why we're going to take the best 9 out of 11 homeworks, and we're going to take the best 8 out of 10 for the quizzes. The assessment method, the homeworks will count as 20% of your total grade in the course, and the quizzes will count for 20% of your total grade. The midterm 20%, and the final will be 40%. And you have here the date for the midterm. It's Tuesday, October 26th, and the final is December 11th, from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. Now you have a table here, and we'll try to adhere to this table as much as we can, and that's what we want to cover each week. So when by the time we reach the midterm, we have the necessary material, and the same thing for the final exam. At the end here, we have a statement about academic integrity, and you all know about that. Okay, so you have to keep everything in accordance with the codes of UAE university. So you have to refrain from any dishonest action in the course. And you know that the university takes these issues very serious. If you are a student with special needs, you may want to contact the center where you can basically they can help you, and you know about the student support system and so on. Now, at the end, you may see we have a table like this, and we have something that we call course learning outcomes, CLOs, and we have a program learning outcomes, which call PLOs. And we have to map our CLOs into the program learning outcomes. So you can see a table here where we put these CLOs, and all of them basically go into the first program learning outcomes. Of course, we will assess these based on the assignment and quizzes, the midterm, and the final, basically, and your performance in the course. So these are the basic or what we have here in the outline. Is this clear? Any question on these? Now this contract, this outline, it's basically the contract between you and the instructors of the course, what's expected from you, and the rules that we basically have to abide by. All right, good.